As the government shutdown stretches on, food banks across the country are dealing with less funding to meet a growing need. With federal workers currently out of a job, more are finding themselves at community pantries as they just try to make ends meet. Joining us to check on how one of our local food banks is faring so far is Renee Fuller. She's the Associate Director of Second Harvest. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here at 5.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so, we spoke with the director, Mike Iberis, in mid-September about how Second Harvest is funded. We talked to him about this at 5 o'clock, and at that time he said they were doing okay. But I'm wondering, fast forward to now, how are things doing in terms of your operations and your donation levels?
I would say we are at a good place. We try to anticipate and then we prepare and plan to know what's happening, what could happen, and then we just adjust. So our food coming in, including the salvage, is still coming in at a good pace. We have quite a large amount of food in our warehouse right now. So I feel that we're prepared, plus our busiest time of the year is coming, so we have to be ready for that as well.
Correct. And I'm wondering, in general, are you hearing from other food banks maybe they're not doing as well, or do you think it's just a variety because of the ways that you're stocking your shelves?
We have heard some struggles of some of our other Ohio food banks, and I think it just depends on how everyone decides to do just what you said, how they order, what they depend on, because there's so many different ways that you can get product and different avenues as far as where you're getting it from. So you have to basically not count on one or two sources. You have to use every source that you have available.
And would you say you're seeing federal workers starting to trickle in? Is that something you notice at this level, at this point in a government shutdown?
So far, we haven't heard anything about that yet. Our eyes and ears are always our pantries. So they let us know, especially if they see an uptick and they need to order more product. But also, because we're the warehouse, we will get phone calls. So we haven't seemed to receive any of those phone calls yet, but it's early on. If this continues to go longer, it's very possible, but we're available to help anyone that's looking for food at any time.
In our region, we've got 1,500 federal workers, but you say it is early. How is Second Harvest gearing up for the Feed Our Valley season, this holiday season? I know we like to help out, but what are some of the things that you're preparing for?
Hopefully getting a lot of food drives, because food is essential to us. Funds we can do a lot more with, but food is just as important, because sometimes those type of items that we get from food drives are great to go out to our pantries, because those are items that maybe could be on someone's shopping list. So it's great for them to have a chance to mark something off, and then that saves them some money for something else that they need to use it for.
Yeah, I think a lot of us, we're finding ourselves putting things back, saying, I'm not going to get it this time. That price has got to go down. You're operating a little bit differently, and also people may donate differently too. I'm wondering, what are you noticing in terms of the trends of the need and inflation, and how that is still having an impact on hunger in the Valley?
Inflation really puts a dent in it for all of us. Like you said, when you go to the store, there's decisions to be made. And then you add a holiday in on top, and then there's decisions for that. We don't want anyone to not have to have a nice holiday or make a decision as far as, do I pay this bill? Can I afford to get this food? So we do our best to have things at our pantries that are available for people that maybe they're not even expecting to see. And that's probably one of the best chances that they have to get that item in particular.
Yeah, especially some of the nutritious stuff is always the most expensive.
Yes, and that's so sad, because how do people do it?
We're trying to help. If people want to help, let's say they're watching right now, what's the best way to get a hold of the food bank and also make a donation, whether it's monetary or donated food?
The easiest, best way is you could call us, 330-792-5522, and we will do a donation over the phone if they would like. They're welcome to stop in at our food warehouse and drop off any donated product that they'd like. We're there from 8 in the morning until 4:30 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday. And our website is MahoningValleySecondHarvest.org, and there is a very safe portal that you can click on where it says donate, and it will take your donation there as well.
All right, Renee, thank you so much for catching up with us and getting us ready for the holiday season of giving. Thank you for being here.
It's coming fast.
I know.